Hey, what's going on YouTube? Thanks for checking back in with us. In this video, we're going to show you something pretty cool. We're going to talk about how to build a lanyard keychain or a paracord keychain. Really simple to do. You only need a few things and really inexpensive. So let's jump into it. First few things you're going to need. You're going to need a pair of scissors. You're going to need a lighter. You're going to need a small keychain or key ring. You don't have to do a small one like this. You can do any size really, but if you don't have one, you can usually go to your key set and you can find 100 of them on there and consolidate a few of them and free one up. And you're also going to need lanyard. So the first thing you're going to do is find 2 pieces of lanyard that are the colors you want. And you can get this stuff at any local sporting goods store or usually a gun store, sell it by the foot. And worst case scenario, you can pick it up on the good old interweb. So we take our 2 pieces and we're going to want to cut, depending on how big of a lanyard you want or how big of a keychain you want, you'll cut different lengths. I typically do about 2 feet and I'll cut it short. And I've got the white one here is a little bit longer than the blue one, so I'll go ahead and cut that. And then once you cut it, you'll notice there's a very frayed end. You're going to want to take your lighter and just heat up the end just a little bit. And you can usually let it cool for just a second and pinch it with your fingers. And that's going to keep it from fraying really bad. And you can see I've already done that part. Do the same here with the blue one. Cut off some of that excess. All right, smash that down. Be careful because sometimes it gets pretty hot and it'll burn your fingers when you try to smash it down. All right, so now we have 2 pieces of lanyard that are exactly the same length. And what we're going to do is start our pattern. The first thing you want to do is find the center of both pieces. So we'll take them and line them up, stretch them all the way out, grab the other side, and we'll fold them in half. Once we fold them in half, we'll have our centers. So you want to pinch that a little bit just so you can keep track of it. It's going to lay flat, so just pay attention where it's at. And you're going to want to take your keychain and put it through the piece of cord that you want to be the loop. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. If you look here, you'll see that there's a loop on the back side where it actually attaches. And on this one, it's the neon green. So whichever one you want to be the loop, in this case, I'm going to do the blue. So I'll take the keychain and I'll go through here, put it in the middle of the blue. And now that'll hold our position. Now what you can do is, while maintaining the middle, and it's important that you maintain the middle because you have to have enough room to make all the knots. If you don't do it in the middle, one side will be shorter, and as you get to tying and it gets longer, you'll run out of paracord. So we'll lay that just like that while keeping the middle. We'll take our white one here that we still have the middle on, and we'll lay that with the middle right over top of it, just like that. Now we'll take the underside, doesn't matter which color, but whichever one's on the underside with the keychain, and we'll bring it up and over the left side, just like that. And now we'll take the top, and I usually press down with my finger just to hold everything in the middle. We'll take the top and bring it down and over top of the right side, just like that. Now, keeping in this pattern where we're moving clockwise, we just did the top one over. So now we'll take the white one and we'll go over top of the blue one, across the bottom blue, and under the blue on the left side, just like that. So we have over, over, and under. Now we'll hold that with our fingers Try to keep these in the middle still. Now we'll take the left white one and we'll go over the blue one, over the second blue one, and under this blue one. And now you'll see we've developed somewhat of a square pattern here. And now while holding the middle, we'll just take a finger and one corner at a time, we'll just pull it tight. It's starting to get smaller. And eventually you're going to give yourself somewhat of a square knot. Once we get really close to having it tight, it's not as important that you hold it in the middle anymore, because they'll all pretty much be even anyway. So now we'll take all 4 fingers, pull it tight. Now we can pick it up and start working with it. You're going to want to pull each individual cord so they form a real tight knot. There you go, just like that. And you'll notice on the back side, the blue one is what's looped with the keychain. And we'll loosen that up here in just a second, but for now we'll keep it tight. So now that you have that, the first thing you want to do to start building your actual keychain is take one of the undersides of the loop. You see how the white crosses over right here? The blue is underneath it. So we'll take that and we'll go over the top, creating somewhat of a loop. And then we'll work counterclockwise because it's on the right side. We're going to work counterclockwise and go over. And then we're going to take the top one and we're going to go over. And then we take this left one and we're going to go over this blue one and through our loop that we left. There you go. And now we can pull all these tight. And now you can see we're starting to build somewhat of a pattern. So now that we've got 2 knots, we'll go ahead and pull ourselves a little bit of slack on the back side. So we'll take the keychain, just wiggle it a little bit, pull on it. We just want to loosen up just a little bit of a loop there for the keychain to be free in. We'll keep going up with our 3rd layer here. And now you can see that if you turn it to where the blue is facing up and down again, the blue is actually on the left side now. Still underneath the white, but it's on this side instead of this side. So we're going to go over with the blue, leave ourselves a loop, and this time we're going to work clockwise because the blue is on the left side. So we'll go over with the left white, we'll take the top blue and we'll go down over it, and then we'll take the right one and we'll go over this blue that we just did and through our loop. And we'll start pulling them. You can hold it by the bottom keychain if it makes it easier when you're pulling these tight. You got to kind of do them all even. Once the tighter you get them, the easier it is to hold them. You'll see it's starting to look like a square again. Now you'll notice that the blue is actually on the right side again. So that every time you tie it, the blue will alternate. And if the blue's on the right side, you're going to want to go over and counterclockwise. And if the blue's on the left side, you want to go over and clockwise. So the blue's on the right side, so we're going to go counterclockwise, and we're going to start building up what'll be our 4th layer. Leave a loop, and then we'll go counterclockwise. We'll go down and over and through the loop. And we'll keep doing this right here to build up all of our layers. You can see here now we've started to build the actual shape of the keychain. We've got a few layers here, and now what you want to do is just keep building up as many layers as you want to make it as long as you want. And you can see here the more you do it, the longer it's going to be. So it's totally up to you how long you want to build it. I'll put on a few more layers here just to show you guys. All right, there you have it. You can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 layers built up here. This is long enough for me now, so what we're going to do is start finishing the actual keychain. So you want to make sure this last layer is really tight. Pull all the cords, make it really snug. And then we're going to take our scissors again, and we're going to cut off the lanyard, exposing about probably 1/8 of an inch out the side of it. Then we're going to take our lighter, and we're going to burn the end of this paracord that we just cut. And then we're going to smash it down flat. When you smash it down flat, that's what's going to keep it from unwinding. So we'll do that with all 4 sides. And there you have it. Now that we're done burning all the ends, your paracord keychain is good to go. Slip it on your keys and rock and roll. There you have it, guys. Subscribe, like, and share, and we'll see you in the next video.